No other game embodies the TI-99 foray quite like Parsec does. It's original to the platform, it's got voice synth, it uses the 9918A's fancy pants bitmap mode, it's bringing smooth scrolling and parallax scrolling, it's got interesting and varied enemy patterns. Basically, it's the whole package. So when I heard someone had gone and ported it to 2600 a couple years back, I absolutely had to get my hands on it. I'd gotten so used to talking about where my favorite TI-99 games got ported from and whether they lived up to the original. And finally, here I could talk about where a favorite TI-99 game got ported to and whether that version lived up to the TI-99 original. Nice. The game was written by Atari Age member H.L. Oberg and was at least initially put up for sale in 25 copies, which did sell out. I don't know if more copies will ever be made. It's been a while, so I figure not. But don't let that get you down if you're interested now. You can always download and play the 1.3 version for free. The link's in the description. And it is completely playable. It's just missing some of the fixes and tweaks that were implemented in the final cartridge version. But let's take a look at the cartridge version, since I do have that at my disposal. Let's see what it brings to the table. How much Parsec does it manage to cram into the old VCS? First of all, I'll say that the cartridge labeling and manual are nice and do a good job of explaining the game and the features particular to this version. Of course, Parsec itself probably needs a little explanation for anyone purchasing this game. As for the game itself, well, we start out docked. Just as in the TI version, pressing fire will start the game. Here I do kind of miss the quasi-attract mode the TI-99 version offers, where you're already flying through space against a sea of stars before the gameplay even starts. But corners are going to get cut when you're porting a game from the 9918A to the TI-A, so no shame there. As play continues, you can see that gameplay is fast and furious and proceeds rapidly from section to section, with all phases and enemy types you're familiar with represented, including my favorite enemy, refueling tunnels, which will murder you just the way they should, and always did. Or always did me, anyway. Brings me right back to Parsec on the TI-99. But seriously, they're for the most part much easier than on the TI-99. Note that the Dramite, if we can call it that, has a different projectile than the Urbite, I guess, that we saw earlier on. Again, not cheaping out on enemy types or variety, nor on the murder tunnels. Asteroid belts aren't quite as frantic and action-packed as their TI-99 equivalent. But again, you're never going to pull this off on the 2600. Unfortunately, you can't fire in the asteroid belt either. You're just dodging asteroids, but asteroids move at a reasonable clip and at varied speeds, so it keeps up the pace. No complaints there. And with advancing levels, we encounter enemies with more than one hit point who change color as they take damage. So, more good work there, honoring the original design. Unfortunately, there's always going to be another refueling tunnel to murder you down the stretch. This is the real enemy, just like it always was. Incidentally, there isn't really a fuel mechanic in the game. There's a timer on each level, indicated by the blue bar at the bottom right, and if it runs out, you lose a ship. But this isn't fuel as such, and refueling tunnels aren't encountered in response to your running low on it. They're just a normal phase of gameplay. While I'd earlier used the names of these enemies from the original, it's worth noting that this isn't really reflected in the manual, where swoopers are called swoopers, but the equivalent to Urbites, Dramites, and Binites are called beamers. The manual notes that as the game progresses, refueling tunnels become longer and your ship's speed of motion within them increases. You can see this one is now 3 screens long, and they do feel a bit long at times. But on the other hand, a break in the action can be nice. Anyway, this has been an intro to Parsec 2600, a remarkably successful and pretty fun homage to the TI-99 original by H.L. Oberg. I'll leave you with several more minutes of gameplay. Thanks for watching, folks, and have fun.